Storytelling is something that we're all familiar with, whether we had that story from childhood where we were little and we were hearing it before we went to bed from a significant person in our life, to studying storytelling in classes. And I think about world literature, and we begin that class with looking at different types of oral stories that were told and eventually written down. Well, we are going to look at that oral tradition in class this week, and I want you all to think about the role of story playing. You need to do some research before you write that paragraph on the discussion board. Inside of instructional materials, I have written a paragraph that I used research. I used some source material in there, and I have given you a demonstration of what I expect you to do on the discussion board. So please get in there and take a look at it. Notice how I use that topic sentence to establish the topic, and it is about storytelling. We have the books now, but what about that oral tradition? How did it all begin before we had books on our bookshelves? And I want you to do that research yourself. I have an article, but you can find out some information however you would like to do it, from a blog, from a website, from an article, from a book, from a YouTube video. You go ahead and get that research piece of information, share it with the class, make sure you cite it correctly, follow those instructions. And if you need to, Google, how do you cite a website in MLA format? Make sure that you've done it correctly. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to be sharing on the discussion board about oral tradition with storytelling.